Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 4. We just recently arrived in Formello, where things aren't going so well because everyone's terribly afraid of a shade that apparently has appeared here in this area, presumably? Oh, yes, okay. You're near what was once a lovely park. It was a large clearing surrounded by 4 curved pools with elegant fungal formations and pretty trees and tripping bats and so on. Of course, yeah, tripping bats, sure. The area is now a disaster. The plants are dead and the ground is covered with signs of recent carnage. The air is icy cold. Well, I mean, supposedly it's not here right now, even though it does occasionally appear here. And apparently it's only one shade that's traveling between different towns, and not that multiple shades have appeared in various towns. The pylon is also a stone pylon that the mages recently erected. Should be around here somewhere. Maybe down here? Yes. No? Never mind. These are just statues. There it is. Something happened, but you don't know what. Well. Okay, maybe it's not connected to the shade. Who knows? Yeah, anyway. So, the shade has appeared, and apparently it not only does it attack people on sight, maybe it doesn't attack on sight, actually, I don't know that. It does fight back when attacked, which makes sense. It also just seemingly arbitrarily kills people by freezing them to death. And I'm not entirely sure exactly how it happens, if it needs to see them at all. But apparently not, because it killed many people, including all the students of the local mages school, and in fact, it seems to seems to like to target people of learning specifically, which, you know, really sucks. And I don't know, maybe it got them all as they were trying to enter or leave the school, because it's literally right here. But the few people that have been talking to me at all made it kind of sound like the shade can just kill people even when it doesn't see them, which, you know, seems pretty terrifying. Anyway, I'm sure we're gonna have some kind of encounter with it at some point. Yeah, this is Black Shade's clearing. Black Shade, I hadn't heard about its color, I think. So that's some new info. Stone pylon is right there, yep. Okay, this is just another guard's room, another way into the city wall. Hello? Greetings, move along. Fair enough, you're preventing access to this thing. Interesting. Oh, this leads outside of the city wall. That seems very unsafe. Why would that corridor even exist? Huh. Focusing crystal. Small object, no useful abilities of its own. Okay. Quality material. Oh, someone helpfully, well, guess who? My one very helpful commenter, Emerald, did provide me a listing of all the items required for various quests in this game, which is a long list. Not sure if focusing crystals are on it. I wanted to take a look at it before I continued recording. Maybe I should have. You know what? Let me quickly take a look at it. Okay, focusing crystals do appear on the list, but not as quest items, but for crafting, I suppose, which is what the tooltip implies. So I guess I'll hold on to this one because I think wrong button. I think it's the only one I've found so far. Well, she's almost over encumbered. Fine steel is definitely also for crafting. Fine leather. Why do I have this many emeralds, by the way? Herbs, of course. I don't know. Maybe I don't need that many. So I might be able to sell some of these. Formello supply, right. Hello, good sir. Horrell. This merchant has a small shop full of all sorts of useful supplies. He shakes nervously. I'm Horrell. This is my shop. I have a variety of goods for sale when we aren't closed. He's pale, even for an Avernite. The recent crisis has drained his courage, and he probably didn't have much of that to begin with. That's pretty mean to assume. Let me see your wares. Oh, I guess he's not closed right now. JML. Well, alright. Let's sell the sword. Guess why not? Okay, I'll look again if we specifically need a certain number of emeralds for something. I don't think so. Okay, it says a few for crafting, so you know what? I'm gonna sell 5 of them for now. Oh, wait. I need to use the numpad there. Not only does it give us some money, wait, actually only by a marginal amount, so never mind. But, you know, mostly the money, I guess. We're probably gonna find more before we actually need them, and that's all we can talk to him about. Alright, fair enough. It's just an empty home. Alright. This was once the main marketplace of Formello. Merchants from all over the underworld came here to hawk their wares and get precious goods to take back to the rest of Avernum, and even to the surface. The presence of the shade had a predictable effect on the center of commerce. The place is abandoned. Lichen and moss have already begun to cover the stone tables. Right. Well, that is kind of sad, I suppose. Okay. Nothing here. The passage to the south has been caved in by a magical explosion, from the look of things. You've heard of this passage. Most Avernites have. Yes, this must be where, at some point, when, you know, a long time ago, when the city was looking very differently. Actually, they have rebuilt pretty substantially here. When this entire place up here was actually taken up by the barracks and City Hall. Anyway, yeah, that was obviously the passage leading down to the Avernites lands for the first time. Right. Once, years ago, a group of adventurers traveled through it and down a long river. At the end of their journey, they made the first contact between Avernum and the Avernites. Since then, for some reason, the passage was sealed, and there has been no contact between you and the Avernites for years. Well, no friendly contact, anyway. Oh. Sage Townsend. Ah, we've heard about you. What did we hear? I'm not entirely sure. There is a man hiding in this cave. He's old, filthy, skinny, and tired. He wears the robes of a mage, but worn and torn and to a humiliating extent. It looks like people have been sneaking food up to his cave, but not enough of it. When you entered, he was... Oh, right, he's the guy... the mayor, I think, mentioned him as being one of the very few people who's trying to actually do research on the Shade, and who's not too terrified to do so. Right, okay. When you entered, he was lying on his back on his pallet, staring up at the ceiling and thinking. When he sees that you are an adventurer, he jumps up, seizes your hand, and shakes it. Yes, I've met many adventurers in the past, but I can't remember ever being so happy to be visited. I am Sage Townsend, and this miserable foul pit is my home, for the moment. I'm currently engaged in study of the shade afflicting us, and that is why I'm hiding here. Yeah, so we've heard. I mean, he just told us, and it's pretty obvious, but why are you hiding back here? Because the shade only attacks those it can see. Oh, so, okay, it's really only on sight. I mean, that should make things pretty easy. Just wall it in, I guess? Just erect walls all around the park. Use the time while it's not here. I mean, isn't that kind of obvious? Or just, not even necessarily walls, just put up some wooden boards just so it cannot see you. Whatever. Those it can see, those passing by on the road, and so on. That is why everyone stays indoors as much as they can, which is, alas, not always. Because I have spent so much time studying it and speaking with outsiders, I believe if I left, I would be an instant target. I mean, again, it's not currently right here, so you could just leave town, I guess? Whatever. You're studying in the Shade. Yes, I am, as best I can. Its power is so great that I do not think we will be able to defeat it without considerable insight and knowledge. I watch it as it stands still, as it selects prey, as it fades away and returns, and one day I hope I may have an idea on how to defeat it. Since the shade is absent now, I rest and think I must be strong when it returns, and it will. Oh, okay. How does it select prey? Nobody is sure. It stands there, still and silent as a statue, for days at a time. And then one day someone is walking on the road and it swoops out, chases them down and freezes them. Oh, so it can move. There's no sense to it, and no hope. And nobody escapes? Sometimes, if someone runs far enough and fast enough, the shade loses interest in its prey and returns to its home, but sadly, this rarely happens. We have also learned not to run indoors when we are selected. This usually only means the death of everyone in the building. It is possible to share the shade's rage with others. Oh, well, that's nice. Do you know what makes someone more likely to be selected? Dealing with outsiders, speaking with merchants, travelers, adventurers. Knowledge and cooperation attract the loving attention of the shade. I do not know if the creator of the shade made it in order to isolate us and keep Avernites from cooperating with each other, but that is the result. You are a sage. Can you train me? I mean, it seems like he's pretty preoccupied. But not in magical spells. You should go to the library for that, but if you are not extensively schooled in magical arts, I can provide some pointers on general magical techniques. Oh, okay. Arcane lore. Well, it is very, very expensive. But good to know. Definitely very good to know. Both arcane lore and spellcraft. If I ever find myself rolling in money. Have you known many adventurers? Yes, in my decades in Formello, I have met some of the most famous and illustrious adventurers in all of Avernum. I have seen many unhappy times. I mean, presumably we have met this person in the past games, then? I just don't remember. I mean, he definitely did not have a portrait, and definitely not this one. But I don't even remember the name, necessarily. I feel kind of bad for it, but whatever. What can I do? Well, I mean, that's all nice and all, but not very helpful. I was expecting at least a quest or something, but I don't know. Maybe he will actually have more info eventually, or maybe we will find more info and we'll be able to give it to him and actually figure out some kind of way to fight the Shade, which seems to be maybe the ultimate goal. I mean, I don't know. I suppose we can safely assume that the Shade was created by some other power, but defeating the Shade itself seems like a worthy first major goal in the game. Anyway, hello, Abbess Hain. One look at the abbess of this temple tells you that this is not the shrine to a peaceful religion. She has a mace at her belt and a breastplate under her robes. If a Shade decided to invade this place, she would die fighting. Okay. I mean, she would still die, but fighting. She looks you over when you enter the temple, then she nods. Another warrior in Formello. I approve. This is the Temple of Unbroken Justice, and I'm Abbess Hain. This shrine is an island of sanity in this mad, mad city. Okay, I mean, at least she certainly doesn't seem afraid, for what it's worth. What are the beliefs of your shrine? We believe in justice. You don't say. And we believe in doing what is necessary to attain it. Some are content to wait for the afterlife to get the rewards for a good life. We would prefer to see people rewarded for virtue in this world. Well, I can get behind that. Of course, many things in Avernum will only properly respond to force, and if that is what is necessary to bring justice, we will not shrink from it. Yeah, okay, so far so good. So, you go out and fight a lot? Not lately. I am brave, but realistic. I am getting older, and my flock needs me. But do not think I have shied from battle in the past. Where do you wish you were fighting now? She sighs. I do not know. The threats against us now are not the sort that can readily be dispatched with a mace. Our foes lurk deep under the water, or behind a shield of terror and black mist. But one day, those responsible for our afflictions will step forward, and when that day comes, I will hit them. Okay. Can you teach me any spells? She inspects you again. Perhaps. You are a fighter, I can see, but my order does not help just anyone who comes through the door. Those my order arms must be tasted. No, tested. Please don't taste me. I'm willing to be tested. She nods. I thought you would be. And we of the Shrine have made a place of testing to refine our own strength, to keep us sharp for when times of trial come. Okay, that would be over here then, presumably. It is a stone circle east of Formello. Oh, never mind. East of Formello, again against the far cavern wall. In the middle of that circle is a crystal. Touch the crystal, survive for a time, defeat that which is sent against you, and return to me. Then, if you are worthy, I will teach you. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Has it been a struggle to help Formello? Constantly. She shakes her head. My flock hides in their homes, terrified of the shade. My acolytes fled, unable to bear its constant presence. But I will do what I can to help. How do you tend to the people? I visit them in their homes. They are too scared to come to me, after all. I walk the streets and I remind them of what it was like to be free, to be human, she thinks, or Nephil or Slith, but still free. Okay. Do you know anything about the Shade? No, she points to the east. Sage Townsend is hiding in a cave that way. He is a thinker. If anyone knows about the Shade, he does. Me, I think pondering it beyond figuring out ways to kill it is just a waste of time. I mean, I think he ultimately would like to kill it or defeat it, but also learn who was responsible and maybe find a way to punish them as well. I think your goals might not be that different. Just your methods, maybe. Okay. Well. Oh, this opens. All right. Oops. Okay. Arendt's Leatherworks. This low building is thick with the reek of curing leather. The man who runs the shop seems to not notice the foul atmosphere. His lungs will make him pay a heavy price later, no doubt. While you browse his shop, he cuts a long strip of leather, probably to make a belt. After a long silence, he says, I'm Arendt's. Let me know if you need anything. Unless the shade is near, then we're closed. When you look around, you see that his wares are of quite high quality. You have some very nice equipment here. He nods. Thank you. I try. And I do custom work. If you find any fine leather and bring it into me, for a price, I can make quality equipment for you. Oh, well. Do I only have one piece? That's possible. A helmet. I mean, I hope it's more than just a fine leather helmet, although I guess that would make sense. Hear any interesting gossip? He shakes his head. I don't bother with politics. I keep to myself. That's the way I like it, and the way the Shade likes it. Where do you get your leather? From my suppliers, when they can get into town. So lately I haven't gotten any new stock at all. I don't really know where they hunted. He thinks. Well, one of my suppliers said that there's a big nest of lizards southeast of here. I haven't seen him around in a while, so he might have been right. And the lizards got him. Say, if you can get me three big pieces of high-quality leather, I'll pay a good price for it. My orders are starting to back up, and I could use the help. Oh, okay. Southeast. Yeah, well, I haven't been there, so I'll keep an eye out. Can I see your wares? Just in case. Alright, this is all nothing special. Also, I wonder if he actually wants... Yeah, I only have one piece. If he actually wants 3 of these, or those he wants for the quest are different. I'm going to have him make that helmet. Wait. Yes, it's just a fine leather helmet. Okay, well, kind of figured as much. That's a bit lame though, because that's not worth one of my few pieces of leather, my only piece of leather, you might say. So thanks but no thanks. I'll keep saving those up, and maybe he can make something a bit more unique about that, out of that. Smithy. Alright, here, Cannongen's Provisions. That's one of the few places that I think is still in the same location, although I guess there were a couple of shops up here as well. The smithy is completely deserted though? What's up with that? I hear hammering in the background sounds. Ken. This man is a local legend. His name is Ken, and he has spent the last several decades in Formello raising and slaughtering giant lizards, yep, and hating those beasts as much as they hate him. He is renowned for his hatred of the stupid reptiles, and for the punishment he has suffered from their claws and teeth. He is covered with scars and missing 2 fingers. But he always gets his final revenge on every reptile in his care. When you get close, he regales you with a long, obscene rant on the stupidity and nastiness of the beasts in his care. He tells you several ways in which they can try to take chunks out of you. Then he slaps you on the back and tells you to talk with his wife Jen. She actually cooks and sells the food they sell. Alright, what a nice guy. Hey Jen. This kitchen prepares hot food, bread, and sacks of rations, which are then sold to hungry locals and travelers. The owner, Jen, is well known for her ability to take Avernum's noxious natural ingredients and produce food which is borderline edible. She greets you with a smile and says, "Welcome, stranger. Hungry? After this introduction, not very?" Yeah. No. I guess not. Alright. Hey guys. Nice. I freed them and they immediately took the opportunity, rather, and broke out. I like it. I've never checked up here, and there is not very much. I could take those, but nah. Okay, so I think we're done checking out the town itself then. We have a couple of quests. We have the trial east of here. We have... That's not the right button. Well, we have a trial probably in here, if I had to guess. We have a lizard cave with some fine leather to the southeast. And we have 7 more scavenging rats, if I'm not mistaken, to hunt down in the surrounding farmlands. I'm pretty sure we got 3 so far. And then, of course, we have the actual main quest and some loosely associated side quests up there. So let's actually go out the southern exit and start looking around this way, past this little bridge. Oh, this might actually be the lizard cave already. There is a narrow ledge leading down the side of this chasm. However, peering down, you see that it stops well short of the cavern floor below. If you go down there, you will have to find a different place to climb back up. Based on the footprints you see nearby, you guess that others have recently been exploring here. Maybe that is the cave, and maybe the stairs used to go all the way down, but broke off or something. Which might explain why. Yes. Why the lizard hunter did not return. Okay. No, wrong one. There we go. So far, so easy. Just some giant lizards. We got a digging spot that had... What? Fine steel. I'm encumbered? Wait. Who is? He isn't. Wait, did I misread? You are encumbered. I didn't think that I was, but... Huh? Oh wow, that spider took a while to make up its mind. Actually, also I never used this, just while testing for hotkeys before I started recording. I found that pressing C brings up this menu here, which just conveniently lists all of your spells. So, kind of inconveniently, you have to click twice to actually, get the spell off, but still, not so bad. No, seriously though, who's encumbered? I mean, he isn't. He's far from it. He's, maybe the game was talking about him. Oh, that's bad. He's encumbered just from the stuff he's wearing. Oh no, never mind. We have the extra meat. You know what? Just eat some fishes. Oh, spider. Another Aranea, actually. I didn't even really pay attention. Was the first one an Aranea? Mike leveled up. And I guess we're going to be saving points. Although, quick action, I mean, I do like this. Sure, and then next level up, he'll have 8 points, which is enough for strength, for example. Not quite enough for, wait, no, of course. Strength, or pole weapons, or any number of other things. Oh, wait. 2 points. Oh yeah, I'm dumb, I can't do math. Never mind. But he will have enough for pole weapons, for example. So I guess that works out. Sure, let's do it like that. We're still in combat. Okay, got more lizards. I guess that lizard just gave up because it couldn't figure out a way. Huh? Oh. Okay, yeah. I think the first spider actually was just a giant spider. Not an Aranea. Okay, whatever. You know what? Just get stabbed. That works well enough. Minecart. So part of this cave clearly was inhabited at some point. There's a searing slime. That sounds bad. Ooh. Wait. Oh. Do some smiting. Okay. And good. It's dead. Huh. We open this up. I guess it's a good thing I jumped down here, because if I had come from the other side first, it wouldn't have opened. Assuming the other side can't even be approached. Got a very heavy bar of iron. This huge cavern is quite lovely. It is full of tall, delicate natural stone formations formed by many years of mineral-rich water dripping from the ceiling. Okay, aka stalagmites. The dim green light from the glowing fungus on the ceiling gives the formations an eerie, otherworldly appearance. Stunning sights like this one are one of the few unquestionable benefits of living in the underworld. Alas, your enjoyment of the view is marred by the residents of the cavern, as is usually the case. There are giant lizards here, quite a few of them. They hunt bats, giant reptiles, each other, and if you gave them the chance, you. In the distance, you can see a large lake. There is an island in the center, reachable over several long stone formations. Okay. Giant lizards hunting bats, giant reptiles. I mean, aren't other giant reptiles, I guess. And each other. So this must be the cave that I was actually told about. The actual giant lizard cave. Okay. Oh, and that one... Oh. Huh. It did drop fine leather. But... yeah. Well, she's just barely not encumbered, so... I guess that's good. I thought I saw... yeah, I did see another one. It just didn't want to come and play. Okay, we get some more, but as usual, we'll just let it come to us, wasting all of its action points. As kind of inconvenient as this slightly different, as these slightly different combat rules are, for us, they do make it pretty easy to, you know, fight enemies without much of a danger of them fighting back. So long as you can make them run for you, but, you know, that's been the case more often than not. Okay. Same thing here. Oh, okay. This time... Wait, you can't run away. Well, okay. Yeah, this one is gonna get an attack off, but even then, it's not that bad. You just heal yourself to be safe, because civilization is not far away, and I feel pretty confident that we'll be able to get back to safety, like through here. Wait, we are on the other side of the river. For now, at least. Chances are this is not really gonna lead anywhere. Hello, searing slime. Okay, searing slime actually... what? Deals acid damage. Okay, do we have something stronger? Icy rain? I mean, it's called searing, but I guess not searing as in searing heat, but searing as in acid. You know, searing as in acid. Oh, I wasn't sure? In fact, I didn't expect it to... expect her to be able to shoot around the corner. But thankfully it worked. Okay, now... don't mess this up. Cure. Okay. He survived. We heal. Everything's good. And we get another focusing crystal. Which will over-encumber her, but whatever. Lovely crystal, flawed crystals, an iron shield. Which you already have, and you already have, and you don't have yet. And this is even heavier. A lot heavier, actually. Yeah, we really need to get rid of some of these. Or, you know, just not pile them all up in her inventory. Maybe the mage is gonna get the stones. Which over-encumbers him. My god. And the warrior gets the metal, I guess. There. That seems fair, right? We're just barely scraping by. That's okay. And this was really just for some extra items. Oh well. There's more loot there. Another exit here. Huh? Oh. Okay. Giant lizard, please. If you would approach us. There's another one. I'm just gonna wait. And shoot. Oh, decided to go around that way. Sure, I can do that. If you insist. Steel javelins, worth some money. There's a body. Maybe one of those unfortunate looters. Well, he did have, or not looters, you know, hunters, I guess. He does have fine leather on him. Pants. Heavy boots. I mean, sure, these sell for 20 apiece, so I'll take them with me for now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can't quite reach it. And it might actually be close enough to get an attack in. Oh, it did not. Okay. No more leather, unfortunately. Very interesting looking tree here. Okay. So ultimately this was just another way into... Yeah, okay, this was another way into the... maybe the main way into the lizard cave, but by dropping down... wherever that was. Actually all the way over there? Yeah, we can just barely see the the edge of that of the hole where we jumped down. That's right. That allowed us to open the steel gate from the other side. Not entirely sure what that did for us. Oh, also these bats are actually friendly. Okay, I want to return downstairs for the time being. So we're obviously not done exploring, and we did not find all the leather, I don't think. Or did we? No, we have a total of 3. So we only found 2. It's unfortunate that it's not quest items, but just, you know, the same leather that we could otherwise be using for crafting. I'm gonna smite, even though it's a bit wasteful, maybe. Not really. Huh? Oh. Also, I'm fully expecting to find a lizard that looks exactly the same as the others, but is actually some kind of super lizard. Hasn't happened so far. Well, there's 2 more seemingly normal lizards. That was a really good shot. Too bad that doesn't happen more often. Nice one. As you approach the center of the island, the water around you starts to bubble and thresh. There are creatures in the lake around you, and you're approaching. The island is agitating them. They haven't spawned yet. Was that just a warning? There we go. Well, I didn't really mean to approach the center this much. Well, screw it. Just save the game, and we'll go ahead and buff. There is a small stone island in the middle of this lake. It is dominated by a strange blue crystal formation. It isn't natural, but it's also unlike anything you've seen constructed in Avernum. The crystal is dark but not dormant. It's making noise, a slow, pulsing, buzzing noise. It fades in and out, and as it grows louder, the threshing of the creatures in the pool around you intensifies. Is that supposed to be the same creatures, the tentacled creatures that are attacking boats? When you get close, the crystal pulses again, loudly. Reptiles start to emerge from the water surrounding you. Okay. Not giant krakens. There are lots of bones on the ground around the crystal. You aren't the first to stumble into this trap. Huh. There we go. And so far it's just more giant lizards. Oh, there's one right here, which I didn't realize. Convenient. Oh, right, can't check twice, thankfully. Is there another one? Not yet. Did we do it? Is that it? Maybe that was it. First, pick up all of the stuff. No, there's another one. Technically, I'm still buffed, but 1 and 2. Oh, there is another one. Oh, right, and you guys were never hasted in the first place. Okay, I guess I'll be waiting a bit more then, or, you know, actually doing some more looting in the meantime. There's a 3rd piece of leather. Okay. Whoa, this spitting lizard, there it is. But thankfully, it turned out to be easy as well. Swamp Walker leather. Okay, 12% protection. I mean, that's obviously less than a chainmail vest. Stun resistance, poison resistance, acid resistance. And no negative you know, 2 hit chance. Also, obviously, it might be armor for our mage. It's just, I mean, basically it's just an upgraded leather armor, which is fair enough. Yeah, sure. Let's give it to him for now. There's more leather. Yes, please. Okay, so we are going to leave this place with a bit more actual crafting materials that we might end up using for something. Okay. This seems to be it. Alright, but we haven't fully explored the otherwise inaccessible part of the cave with a small, seemingly abandoned mine of some sort. Piercing crystal. Yes, you have those. Huh? What? Combat has begun? Oh. Once again, I didn't see that. Okay, you wait there. That is a searing slam, yes. Okay. Let's try frost damage. Might deal a bit more damage. Maybe just a little bit. Alright, here's even more crystals. My god. And there's another giant spider. Okay, so we had like 3 giant spiders and an Avernia in this cave. Some money, another iron shield, which is worth something. Right, you guys have iron shields. And this is a shining silver band. That does what? Cold resistance, huh? I mean, you don't have a ring at all, so this one is stun resistance, also stun resistance. I really need to look up at some point what the stun effect actually does, if it's worth wearing these rings. 15% fire resistance. This is only 7% cold resist. I mean, sure, why not? Also, lots more crystals. And some more iron. Okay, well then. Shovel, board, silver necklace. Ooh, almost missed that one. It's reasonably valuable. Okay, not bad, not bad. That was a pretty successful little expedition. And back upstairs. Should I continue this way? I mean, why not? Let's see if we can maybe at least find... Actually, hold on. I should probably map out the missing part here. Yeah, this is the other shore that we've seen. Oh, as you approach the river to the south, you think you see something moving just under the surface. You jump onto a nearby stone, trying to get a better look. You only see it for a few seconds, and never clearly. It is very large, very long, with long writhing tentacles emerging from its body at awkward angles. Before you get a better view, it slips down into the dark water. That's... well, a terrifying thought. Thankfully, it doesn't have the graphics to accompany it. For once, I'm kind of glad that's the case. Right, yeah, anyway. Almost closed the gap here. Actually, we kind of have. Swampwalker Herking. Hello. Avernum has a number of areas that are the cave equivalent of swamps. Pools of stagnant water warmed by natural steam vents became homes for thick collections of algae, moss, and fungus. People like this man hunt these swamps, tracking down lizards, valuable herbs, and other treasures of the muck. He is small, wiry, and wears clothes made of lizard skin, stained by the muck. When you enter his home, he stands to greet you. "I'm Swampwalker Herking," he says. "These are the lands I roam and forage. Are you looking to purchase some of my bounty?" Possibly. Can I see what you have for sale?" Okay, herbs, gray mold. Ooh, gonna buy one of these. And sure, I'll buy this because it's actually kind of inexpensive. Redskin shawl. Can I please? Oh. Poison resistance, hit chance. Oh, plus 5% to hit chance. That's pretty good. It's kind of pricey, honestly. 7% armor. I think that's also pretty good armor. Huh. I mean, again, hit chance isn't really much of a problem, although it could be. But this seems like a decent cloak for my warrior, perhaps? Nice clothes. Are there lots of lizards around here? Many of them. Viral, meaty specimens. I have successfully hunted most of them in the area, though. If you wish to hunt this game, you will have to explore the pit. Where's the pit? East of here. I recommend exploring there. You may become quite wealthy. He smiles coldly. Perhaps he is trying to help you, and perhaps he simply hopes that you will perish, and he can loot your remains. Well, yeah, bad news for you, because I've already dealt with that place. I found a crystal down there. It made a lot of lizards attack me. Oh, really? I never would have thought anything like that would happen. How fortunate that you survived. You jerk. The swamps near here are yours? Oh, no, they're neutral ground, ready to surrender their sweet riches to those with the courage to explore them. Yeah, like me, for example. There are riches in the swamp? Oh, yes, herbs and skins mainly, but you never know what you will find. Adventurers have been getting themselves killed here since the early days of Avernum. You would not mind if I explore them? If I explore, then? Oh, not at all. Perhaps you will find a treasure that might have been mine, and perhaps I will become rich by stripping the gear from your heavily chewed bodies. Such is the nature of the swamp. She is kind to some, cruel to others. I really can't tell if he's actively evil or just, very fatalistic. Fatalistic / opportunistic. I mean, either way, we don't need him for anything more. I mean, that is, maybe we might want to... Oh, yeah. We might want to buy this redskin cloak off him. It is quite a bit more armor. No fire resistance, but... what was it? Poison resistance? It's only slightly expensive. Yeah, it's poison resistance and hit chance. To compensate his heavier armor that he's eventually going to have. Then we can give this to someone else. He has a fine cloak. You all have... Oh, you actually only have a normal cloak. Well, that's going to be upgraded. You get this. And she gets this one. Right, she's a bit over-encumbered from all the fine leather. Most of this stuff is going to be sold. We have the grey mold for a quest, so I'm going to hold on to that one. He's actually quite encumbered. No wonder he's carrying around half a quarry worth of valuable stones. Gonna have to drop those off somewhere. Not without checking first, of course, how many of those I might need for something, some quest or other. Okay, here's the other shore of the river, or of the city moat, or whatever you want to call it. Some mushrooms in jars. Oh, very strange. Who put them there? Why? Okay, this is someone's place. Maybe the mushroom farmer who lives here and who likes to put all the mushrooms he harvests into those jugs or jars or whatever. Those are just the huge bats. I was hoping to find... Ah, yes, okay. Here's the stone circle that I've been told about. I want to check this place out. The obelisk is blank. Yeah, I want to check this place out before I return to town to drop off some weight. Actually, I probably should do that beforehand because, well, we'll see. A large stone circle has been erected here. It's not very old. There isn't much moss on the stones, and some of the tools and logs used to roll the stones here are still around. The circle has seen some use, though, or at least some activity. There are scuff marks and bloodstains on the ground, along with a scattering of broken weapons and shields. Well, of course we know that this is a place of trial. Let's save the game. apply the usual buffs. And the haste spell should hopefully make up for the fact that most of us are over-encumbered and lacking, action points. Touch the crystal. There is a large crystal in the middle of the circle, resting on a ruined stone pedestal. When you get close to the crystal, a light begins to flicker deep within. Within it, I guess. Touch the crystal. You reach out and brush the crystal with the tip of your finger. The light pulses blue, then red, then a much brighter blue. And then the light splits up into 4 parts, and the lights drift out of the crystal. They waft through the still cave air and come to rest on the ruins at the edge of the circle. The lights hang there and grow stronger. The air starts to heat up. The glowing forms start to assume humanoid shapes. Okay, is that actually the case? Because I don't see anything happening. There we go. Okay. Well then. Sure. Kill off the first one. Okay. Not so bad so far. Experiment. They are counting as undead, I guess. Which is good, because we can just basically one-shot them, I suppose. Repel Spirit. Yep, sure enough. And Repel Spirit again. Easy. That's it. Okay, the light fades out, I guess. Oh! Never mind. We weren't done yet, I guess. Okay. Not one shot. Oh, she's also no longer hasted. Save her. Not great. Okay. Kill. Kill. Start healing. Yeah, no one's hasted anymore. Maybe it just naturally ran out. Wait, were we? Are we still? Oh, actually no, never mind. We're still hasted. We are still hasted. Plus is the haste symbol. Okay, in that case, which of the buffs are we missing? Not that one. Okay, 1, 2, and attack, and actually kill it. Very good. Oh, wait. I guess those were just bad damage rolls, or actually the skull might mean that our damage is impaired. Also, that's a testing shade. These are just shades, so this might be the boss of this encounter. Okay, reapply that. Yes, okay, that got rid of the debuff. And you'll just go here and intercept that guy. Ouch. Heal him. What? Didn't she? Oh, because she's so encumbered. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, holy crap. I hope we're about done now. Are we? Bright light flickers, then goes out. I think we're good now. Surprised I didn't get some kind of confirmation message. Are these still blank? Yeah. Huh. I mean, no further shades seem to be spawning, and we did defeat one special shade, so let's assume that that was the conclusion. What is this? Donaldson. Okay, let's talk to you before I call it an episode. Since the founding days of Avernum, its cold and unhappy citizens made crude ales and wines out of mushrooms and a lichen to help deal with their awful lives. Years in the darkness wear a person down. You'll meet one of Avernum's vintners, who has taken up the burden of producing disgusting beverages to numb the mind and the senses. He bows when you enter. I'm Donaldson, adventurer, and this is my shop. Would you like to buy a bottle of something to ease your journey through life? This year's vintage is excellent. I managed to strain out more of the chunky bits, so it goes down easy. That sounds really nice. Sure, let me see your wares. Wine and gremlin wine. I mean, bless self. It's not expensive. Sure, I'll buy another one. Do you have any wines from the surface? Oh no, much too expensive. Though I did buy from a traveler a bottle of gremlin wine. Expensive, but an adventure in a bottle. I also don't have any of the Almarian wine, just my own. Wine from the city of Almaria is renowned as being the most drinkable in Avernum. Can you tell me anything about this area? This region is very quiet. That is why I like it. There hasn't been any activity since the Stone Circle was built. Stone Circle? East of here. Built by some big temple in the city. The acolytes go out to it sometimes and fight each other. Peculiar foes. Big drinkers, though. Okay. Well, I guess that's it then. I don't need anything else. Thank you. And this is a door we surprisingly were able to open. It looked kind of strong. Okay, I'm gonna quickly run back to town. Turn in those fine leathers, and I guess also tell the head priestess about our success. No shade here. So far so good. Hello. Here's some leather for you. Arons takes the leather and examines it. Alright, this is good quality stuff. I admit it, and I'll pay a fair price. He drags a sack out from under a table and brushes the dust off of it. He brings out a belt, a pair of gloves, and a helmet, all made of leather. Here, take these. Oh, all three of them. The adventurer who ordered them got killed by the Shade while trying to get out of my shop. Hate to see them go to waste. Okay, thank you. Alright, and now... Okay, this is just the very most basic model he offers. Everything else costs something extra too. Okay, 2 pieces of leather for vambraces. Or very nice boots. 2 leather, 1 focusing crystal, and 50 coins. Well, those might actually be interesting, but let's take a look at a blessed belt. Okay. Yeah, you still have use for a fine leather helmet. These gauntlets are just 3 armor and no other benefits or disadvantages, which is, I guess, good in its own right. She has gauntlets. And the blessed belt is just a pretty good belt, I guess. Girdle of Strength, of course, is much better for different reasons. Armor 4%. Magical efficiency. Okay. So, this is 6 armor, 4 armor. Take this. We can sell that one. Save. Okay, let's check out those boots. Blessed boots. Get a feeling like maybe they're not that great. Yeah, they're really just good boots. I mean, is that worth a focusing crystal? Because, well, and the leather also. I feel like I probably want to hold on to it. Although, the fact that he didn't have anything to offer for 3 pieces of leather, apparently, because I did have those, seems to indicate that, well, I mean, there might be something for 4 pieces, so maybe saving some more leather pieces would be worth it. Well, we had 2 focusing crystals, and these are a slight upgrade. She still has sandals. I mean, it is more armor. You know what? Sure, why not? And these can go to her. Sandals, I'll leave here. I cannot sell to him, huh? Hear any interesting gossip? Wait, I already asked him that. Okay, never mind. Can I sell stuff somewhere? Actually, can I? Wait. Maybe, where is he? Wait. Here? No, here. So much stuff. I would like to sell lots of things. This helmet, these, and the belt, and both of these, and the dagger, and heavy boots, and the leather armor, the shield, this thing. Wow, even after getting rid of all of those materials, she's still at the verge of being over-encumbered. Ultimately, I mean, I guess if I hadn't given her such heavy equipment, for example, something more mage-like, I guess ultimately she'll have some kind of magical robe, hopefully, if I find such a thing. I'll give her that instead of the chainmail, and that should help with the weight quite a bit. Also, the shield maybe is certainly a bit on the heavy side. Well, these ones, well, I'll first have to look at the list and see if any of these, maybe the beautiful crystal, maybe even lovely crystals, are required for some kind of quest. So I'll hold off on selling them for now. Before I call it an episode, I want to just quickly return here and see what she has to say now. I have been tested and I am still alive, so the Abbot's nuts. Good for you. Then I will train you. I will let you share in my magic of the shrine, and I will hope that you use your power to increase justice in our world. Well, that's the plan, at least. Please teach me. Okay, so it's really just priest spells. Oh, we can improve smite one time. Sure, that should be the highest level now for sure. Summon Shade, Enduring Shield, what's this? Covers the target with a magical shield, lowering a foe's chance of landing a blow. A higher skill provides more protection for longer, lasts a long time. Huh, interesting. I mean, really only have one person who's supposed to be in the front lines. Also, wow, where did all my money go? Didn't I? Oh, the 800 for the red skin cloak. I forgot. Okay, I mean, I'm going to sell many of those, probably most of those gemstones, which should give me back some of the money. I mean, honestly, Enduring Shield I can see being pretty good, since there really is only one person that should need it for any tougher fight, because only he should ever be physically attacked if things go according to plan. This might actually see some use. You know what? Sure, I'll buy both levels, completely draining away all of my money. And I guess I'm going to call it an episode here, as already announced. Right. Yeah, hopefully I can make at least some money back from selling all of these. I could also run back to Formello. Actually, wait. Hold on a sec. Who wanted the gray mold? Wanted gray mold. Fort Draco. Okay. Oh, yes. So on the way there, I guess I'll stop by. I don't think I need to include this in the video, I guess. It's just going to be, it's just a normal delivery quest, unless there's some kind of follow-up to it. That should give me some money, I guess. Or quality potions. I guess that's fine as well. Although I kind of would prefer money, but oh well. Anything else I can do? No. I mean, I will bring the money. Bring the money. What? I bring the iron to Dottie for money. And, it's not much, but it's something, and I want to get rid of it, of the extra weight. Anyway, yeah, I'll do those things, and then we'll continue our exploration of the surrounding areas. Hopefully finding more rats, because this entire part ended up not having any. We're still looking for 7 more scavenging rats. I hope they're all up here. Or else, well, I don't know what I'll do. Anyway, that's it for this episode. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.